Hello Scorpio, welcome to your reading. I hope all is well and thank you for tuning in. It's Tuesday the 16th of June 2026. Going to do a no contact reading for you guys. For those of you who are in no contact with your person, I'm going to try and tune into your person's energy, their thoughts, their feelings, what they want to say but aren't saying, and some advice at the end of the reading. So please take what resonates and leave what does not. So, no contact for Scorpio, for the person that Scorpio is not in contact with at the moment. What is this person thinking about Scorpio during this no contact? What is this person's thoughts about Scorpio during this no contact? Okay, so we have the Fool in the upright, the Two of Wands in the upright, Page of Wands in the upright, and the Ten of Pentacles in the upright. So they want a new beginning. They hope there's a new beginning or a fresh energy between you both after all this. There is a crossroads, a decision to be made. I'm getting quite positive energy actually. Hopeful, excited perhaps, with regards to a commitment, to building some sort of stability. So perhaps there is a good reason why you are in no contact at the moment. What is this person feeling towards Scorpio during this no contact? What is this person feeling towards Scorpio during this time of no contact? What is this person feeling towards Scorpio during this no contact? We have the Emperor in the upright, the Ten of Cups in reverse, Six of Pentacles in the upright, and the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. So this could have something to do with money. A reason, or there's something to do with money or commitment or stability as to why you are not having your happy ending at the moment, or you're coming together at the moment. But there is an energy of taking authority, taking charge. Perhaps you are taking charge, or your person is taking charge, or someone, or one of you is hopeful that the other is going to take charge and sort this situation out. Perhaps money issues are keeping you apart. Perhaps you don't live together, or you're at a distance from one another and you can't physically be with one another, or you're not able to contact one another for whatever reason that is. Perhaps you haven't got the money to pay your phone bill, so you can't talk to each other. I don't know. There is, you might have children together. You might have a family together, but you're not together at the moment. But someone's making plans, like someone's making plans. Okay, so let's have a look. What is this person wanting to say to you, Scorpio, but they're not saying to you during this no contact? What does this person want to say to Scorpio but is not saying during no contact? Okay, so we've got the Lovers in reverse, the Seven of Swords in the upright, King of Swords in the reverse, and the Five of Pentacles in the upright. Okay, so a decision was made, but they're not telling you that. They want to tell you that, but they're not telling you that they've made a decision. Okay, are you waiting Scorpio, are you waiting and hoping that so there's a separation, perhaps you're waiting and hoping that this separation will come back together. Or your person's waiting for you to come back to them. There's something here about deception, feeling left out in the cold, and possible someone feels like they've been manipulated. Your person feels like they've been manipulated, or you feel like they've manipulated you. Someone's been a bit sneaky or strategic, or there is someone's being strategic during this no contact situation. There's someone here that's not a very nice character to deal with, hasn't got much empathy, is a bit cold. Perhaps your person feels this way towards you. Perhaps your person feels like you are rejecting them, Scorpio. Your person feels like you're not telling them everything, or you're keeping some sort of a secret, or you're shutting them out, you're rejecting them. So let's get some advice for Scorpio and their person during this no contact. The Hierophant, the Hanged Man, the Ten of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. All right, there's something to do with money here. There's also something to do with someone's always busy at work, or someone's too busy at work, or too busy with work, their job, their career, their money, to pay attention to the other person. There is a commitment here, but I'm getting a commitment, but I'm also getting differences. Differences between you both. I'm also getting that for one of you, you can't be in contact with this person because it goes against your family traditions. You come from different backgrounds, you come from different traditions, and your family might not agree with you and your person being in contact with one another. There's something here as well about sacrifice, what someone would have to sacrifice in order to be together with the other person. I'm also getting that there's two people that are very different, possibly not in alignment, and someone's not telling the other person what they really feel. Someone wants to commit and someone does not. Someone's very overburdened and busy with their work, with their career. I'm getting here that someone's very focused on their money, their career, their job. They haven't really got much time for feelings. They're too busy with their career, job, whatever. Or they're busying themselves in their job to... Well, I'm getting someone that has to... Someone's very busy at work, but they have to be because they feel like they're carrying all the burden. They've got to pay all the bills, or they've got to, and there's they're not... Someone's not showing the other attention because they're at work all the time, but they have to be at work all the time because they've got a lot of responsibilities to deal with. So, Scorpio, in your person's thoughts during no contact, we have the Fool. Why is it here? Ace of Swords in the reverse. Ooh, and the Tower in the upright. There's confusion about a change. There is confusion about a Tower moment. There was a new beginning that brought a Tower moment. There was a lack of clarity, a lack of honesty. Someone here wasn't being truthful, wasn't being honest, and it caused a Tower moment. There was a crossroads with regards to a new beginning, and someone wasn't being straightforward about it, and it's caused a ruckus, basically, is what I'm getting. In this person's feelings towards you, Scorpio, during no contact, we have the Emperor. Why is he here? And the Nine of Wands came out in the reverse. The Moon in reverse and the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Something here about money worries. Worrying about money or stability, and someone here is not being honest about money or the stability of the situation, the commitment, the marriage, the connection. I'm getting the energy that someone's doing all the work, someone's bringing home all the money. I'm getting that someone is lying about the fact that they've got everything together, they're handling something, they're creating a plan, but they're not. It's kind of like, yeah, I've got it sorted, I've got this, I've got it all under control, don't worry. They haven't got it under control, whoever this is. They appear as an emperor, but it's deceptive. Someone that's possibly got their own business. Perhaps there's some money worries here that someone's not telling you about, or you're not telling them about. Someone also as well, someone is hiding how much money they have. Someone's like not paying enough. Someone's not paying enough. Someone's being very generous, and someone's being very selfish and stingy. I'm just going to say it bluntly. So, what does this person want to say to you, but they're not saying it, Scorpio? The Lover's in reverse. Why is it here? The High Priestess and the Six of Swords in the reverse. Yeah. Someone's made a decision to end something, or someone wants to move on, but they can't move on because they've got a lot of chemistry with you, or you've got a lot of chemistry with them. They can't make this choice. Like, there's a choice they need to make about moving on, moving away. Someone's holding on to you or holding on to the past, and someone's keeping it a secret. It's like someone wants to leave and they're keeping it secret, or they're not trusting their intuition about walking away. Why is the Seven of Swords here in what this person wants to say to Scorpio, but they're not? Justice in reverse and the Magician in the reverse. Someone here is manipulating. I'm just going to say it outright. Someone's really sneaky, very manipulative. They're very unfair, very selfish, very cold. Not very nice to deal with at all. Someone's holding on for money. Someone's holding on for money because if they were to leave, they wouldn't have no money. I'm just going to say it as it is. Someone's holding on for money because if they leave, they ain't got no money of their own. In the guidance and advice, why is a Hierophant here? Three of Pentacles in reverse and the Eight of Wands in reverse. Someone's not communicating clearly, or they're not being truthful, they're not taking action, and they're not being truthful about why they're not taking action. Someone's stalling. Who's stalling? Someone's stalling. Someone's stalling. They're like creating this deception to like divert someone's attention from something. Why is the Hanged Man here? Ha! The Page of Cups in the upright and the Four of Wands in reverse. Someone's coming in with an apology. Very charming. Okay. Someone's like stuck about offering this. Right. Someone's getting cold feet about marriage. I'm just going to say that straight up. Someone is getting cold feet about marriage and they're stalling because someone's waiting for them to make a decision. They're not making a decision. They're possibly fearful of commitment and they're kind of like trying to weave their way and charm their way out of actually answering the question, do you want to commit or not? Do you want to get married or not? That is the energy that I'm getting here. And they're like, but you know, or someone here is not telling the truth about the fact that they're not as stable as they say they are. They're not as financially stable as they say they are. I'm getting here that someone makes out like they're an emperor. Someone makes out like they're this business person. They've got this money, this business, they've got everything they need, but they haven't got it. They haven't got it. And someone's holding on to someone for money when they should have their own money, their own stability. Indeedy. Yes, I'm going to put these into their suits, Scorpio. One moment. Right, I'm going to say here, right? Someone has made a decision or needs to make, right, there's a decision that is unfair, that is unjust. Someone is thinking about this because it's going to cause a tower moment. It's about secrecy, it's about deception, it's about strategy, it's about manipulation. Someone, I'm getting so much here. All right, there's not a lot of feelings here, I'm going to say that now. There's a Ten of Cups in reverse and a Page of Cups who don't know what he wants, and he's somewhat immature. Don't really, you know, he's not a King of Cups and he's not a Knight of Cups, he's a Page of Cups. You could have children together, but what I'm getting is someone that is, they don't want to lose you. They don't want to lose you because you give them some form of stability. And this person, you don't know that you are this person's stability. This person is hiding that you are their stability, or you are their, how can I say this? This person appears, they're making out like they're very hard working. They've got their shit together. They've got everything they need. They don't, you know, they don't depend on you for anything. But they do. They do. And if you knew this, it would cause one almighty ruckus of a tower moment. And they're fearful of telling you this. Someone here knows that someone isn't aligned with them. They know that they aren't a good choice, but they're not saying it. Someone here is very charming, very manipulative, very, they're a bit harsh. They're a bit harsh. They're very harsh, and then they sort of come in very charming. Someone is not who they appear to be, is the moral of this story. Very heavily, very heavily. Someone's putting in a lot of work, a lot of effort, being very generous, and someone is not doing anything in return. They know they're not, and they're kind of like, I'm also getting they're quite defensive when you talk about this. Someone doesn't know what they want. Someone's fearful of commitment. Someone's sneaking around in a commitment. And someone is really mulling something over, really trying to get a perspective on something before they take action, because it's going to cause a tower moment. Someone's carrying a lot of burden, a lot of responsibilities. There's someone here that's doing everything, and there's someone here that's quite selfish, quite sneaky. And they know they're going to get caught. They know they're going to get caught. And they're doing their best to hide it. They are very... I'm not laughing at you, and I'm not laughing about your situation, but this is someone, they know that if this gets found out, or if they get... if you know about this, they are in trouble. They are in trouble because they have made themselves out to appear in such a way that if you ever rumbled them, you would find out that they couldn't be further from the person or this. I'm getting someone that's making out like they've got all this, they've got everything, they've got, they've got all this money, or they've got this business, or they've got, they haven't. They haven't. I haven't had a reading like this before, or I might have done, but not for quite a while. But this character, whoever this is, it's sort of making me chuckle a little bit, Scorpio, because or do you see them? Do you see them and they don't realize that you see who they really are? There's someone here, apart from that story, there's someone here who's fearful of commitment. They keep rejecting someone. They're rejecting commitment, but they come in with love and emotion, charming, romance. Someone's seeing something through rose-tinted glasses. Someone here doesn't want to get married. They don't want to commit. They don't want the picket fence, the house, the home. Someone here thinks they're working towards a commitment with someone. Aha, possibly. Someone thinks that they're working towards a commitment with this person, and this person doesn't want the commitment that you think that they make out that they want. Okay? And if you know this, you will end it. You will end it because you thought that you were kind of on the same page. This person is not on the same page as you at all. There's some disagreements with regards to money for someone here, finances. Someone's basically working their ass off to make ends meet here, and it's like the other person isn't pulling their weight. There's some disagreements, there's some conflict here, and I'm also getting here that someone is working like a Trojan to provide for their family, and someone here is sneaking off with extra little pots of money and using it for their own kind of selfish wants, desires, temptations, whatever it is that they're doing with it. Someone is stalling. I'm getting this very heavily. Someone is stalling. They're stalling, and they're getting edgy. They're doing all that they can to cover it up, basically, because they know that the tower's about to blow, or it's already blown. They're very fearful of that. So I'm going to leave this here, Scorpio. I hope it helped you in some way. Thanks for tuning in. Lots of love. Till next time. Bye bye.